You wouldn't think there'd be so much traffic in a basement, but because we store stuff down here, there's always stuff going on. So anyway, toys. We've got toys that we never use. We got toys that we did use. We got stuff. I've got stuff that people left me. You know, Mystery Machine banks and Mystery Machine lunch boxes. And so, yeah, we kind of stash everything here. It's also, like I said, just a big old scary looking room. So anyway, we were gone. We were gone for months. I think the last time we posted was, oh gosh, I think it was before July. I want to say we've been gone near 6 months or more. I'm not sure. The folks that put these together, they can probably tell us. You know, and probably nobody cares. It's just, you know, I'm hoping that people still want to tune in and see the weirdness that we perpetuate. Because, well, weirdness is what we do. We just do it on a different scale, I guess, is the proper way to put it. So yeah, where we've been. I think I told a story earlier about how we lost the camera. Not entirely untrue. We did lose the battery charger for a while, and so I had to order another one of those. And I did lose the camera for a little bit because the Mystery Machine's always such a mess inside that it slid under the seat and I couldn't find it. And then I put it someplace safe in the pizza car and forgot it was there. And we keep losing the tripod. And, well, yeah, it just seems like stuff keeps getting in the way. And then something weird happened along the way. And you've probably heard me talk a little bit about this over time, and most people laugh it off. And, you know, I get that. It makes people uncomfortable. And this may or may not make it in tonight's video. It's hard to say. You've heard me talk about my mental health from time to time. So I've battled ADHD or ADD or all the different names they call it, hyperactivity, all of that since I was a little kid. Yeah, it's one of those, you know, a long time ago they used to always say that you know, I'd get over it or I'd grow out of it, and I never did. So I just kind of always dealt with it, not quite realizing it was there. And then I've got what they call bipolar 2. So I'm prone to mood swings. Anybody that used to work for me in the past knows that I used to be kind of volatile, to put it bluntly. You just never knew. And I used to actually warn people when I'd hire them. I'd say to them, it's like, look, I'm bipolar, and you're not going to know what you're going to get. And just, you got to understand, it's nothing really you've done, but it makes me kind of difficult. You know, I turn on a dime, just an absolute dime. I'd walk out the door happy, see something on the ground maybe that I thought one of my staff should pick up, or just anything, and next thing you know, I'm having a fit and I can't explain it. I don't know, you know, why I'm acting that way, and I just know it. And so I've been in therapy again for about 2.5 years now. Got myself an amazing therapist, a third or fourth one I've had in my life, trying to deal with this, and this man's pinned me down pretty well. He's done an amazing job of helping me see myself and kind of learn to deal with the things that have gone on, and how to react to them and cope with them. And he recognized in me here, after 2 years of talking to me, that his original diagnosis of me was either bipolar or ADHD, or adult ADHD, whichever way you want to call it, or maybe a little bit of both. And so when I was describing the anger again, it was starting to creep back in, even though I take the lithium for my bipolar. He sent me back to my psychiatrist, who got me on a regimen of Ritalin that it, quite frankly, is amazing. If I'd been able to think this clear when I was a kid, I probably wouldn't be sitting here doing this. I don't know what I would have done. Maybe I would have been doing this sooner. I don't know. But I finish stuff. It's amazing. I can stay pretty darn focused now. If I sit down to talk with you, I am looking you in the eye, and I am not thinking about what's going on to my right or to my left, or what I'm going to do tonight when I get home, or I wonder what the baseball score is, or the football game starts, or any of that, which any of you that know me know I really don't give a crap about sports, so just ignore those last two examples, but you know what I mean. So, on the Ritalin, there's a trade-off. I have a focus and a mental clarity now that I have never had, and the anger that I used to experience, that turns out was kind of coming from all the stuff going on in my head that I didn't know what to do with, so I would just get confused, and by confused then I'd get embarrassed, and I'd get embarrassed and I'd get angry. That's gone. And it's pretty friggin' cool. But the trade-off is I lost that ability to look you in the eye and think about stuff on the right and think about stuff on the left and see stuff out the corner of my eye and go, oh my God, you know, and have weird aside thoughts while I was doing it. And it turns out a lot of the stuff that people really liked that I was doing in my videos and my posts was a result of that being in 3 places at once all the time. It allowed me to be extremely frantic and frenetic and funny, but once I got a little taste of what I guess I would call linear thinking and not having a million things bounce around in my head and being able to start projects at home and actually finish them without starting 6 more projects, I don't want to give that up. I like it a lot. I'll tell you how good I feel while I'm crying because it makes me sad to think that I maybe wasted years of my life running in every direction, unfocused, not knowing what I was going to do, and not knowing what clarity was like because I didn't know that other people could actually think in a straight line. I thought everybody thought like that. I thought everybody had a million things going on in their head. Maybe they were just better at moving from point A to point B than I was. I thought there was something wrong with me. But I didn't know. And now I got a taste of clarity. And I like it a lot. I don't want to give it up. But it means things aren't as weird around me as they used to be. And I'm afraid maybe they're not as fun around me. And I'm willing to take that trade-off. I'm willing to have that mental clarity and that forward movement if it means maybe I'm not as weird as I always was. So, says the guy that was just playing with a clown that spins round and round and round and round. So, anyway, again, uncomfortable subject. I have dealt with all of this my entire life. I think the reason I have loved this doll since I was a little kid, other than the fact it was a clown, is this is like the best physical representation of what went on in my head right here. That was me. And it's still me. That's creepy that it's still over there making noise. Anyway, I don't expect that this will make the light of day now. Maybe it'll make the light of day 50, 60, 70 years from now whenever I get around to checking out. I used to say I was never going to die, and maybe I still won't. Modern medicine's getting pretty cool. It's moving right along. So anyway, I appreciate you listening. Like I say, sorry for being gone so long. We will try to post some more stuff. We'll try to do some more informative stuff when we can. If anybody feels like they want to stop by and talk about bipolar and ADHD and PTSD and all the other weirdness that I've gone through in my life, I know there's a bunch more of you out there, and I can't tell you what to do, but I can damn well listen to you. I know it's hard to talk about it sometimes. And I know that even though people are becoming more and more accepting of mental health issues, there's still a lot of people that want to pretend what's going on in my head and in other people's heads isn't real. They'll tell you you just need to exercise, you just need to eat right, and I'm here to tell you, those of you that remember my workout routine for a while, I was in amazing shape. I worked out twice a day, I ate right, and I still had a breakdown like nobody's ever seen and tried to ruin everything. It can happen. So, like I say, feel free to reach out if you want to. I can put you in the direction of some resources to help me. Love to hear your stories, either in private or if you want to talk about them online. Like I say, send me a personal message on that Facebook page. Put one out in public if you want to talk about it. If this is going to be the first time you've ever talked about it, that's tough. It's really tough. And like I say, you'll get pushback. You're always going to get pushback, and people don't mean to. We're raised to pretend that mental issues don't exist. So it's all in our heads, literally. Yeah, you like that? That's a bad mental health humor. So again, fun to be back. I'll try to make it interesting. I'll try to still play with toys. I'll try to set things on fire. I still haven't done the bowling, the flaming 5-gallon buckets, 10-pin. I've got a couple bowling balls sitting around back since none of you asked 6 or 8 months ago why I just happen to have bowling balls floating around here. So shame on all of you. I blame it all on you. So anyway, told y'all before, I love all of Olympia, man. This is the coolest, strangest, weirdest, littlest, biggest town ever. And we're all so stinking strange. Oh my gosh. We're just all so weird here. So I'm going to keep embracing my weirdness while I've got mental clarity if I can. And I'm just going to thank you again. So I appreciate you all being along for the ride. We'll talk more about food and other strange stuff here soon. I'll try to do it without crying next time. Although I cry a lot, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. So we'll see y'all next time.